The 1960s brought forth a dazzling array of stars who captured the hearts of millions. These were the icons whose images adorned bedroom walls, the rock legends, and actors who defined a vibrant cultural era. However, behind the glitz and glamour, many of these beloved figures faced personal struggles that often went unnoticed. The bright lights of fame cast long shadows, revealing stories of heartbreak, addiction, and loss. For some, the pressures of stardom became overwhelming, leading to tragic outcomes that starkly contrasted with their public personas. Relationships crumbled under the weight of fame, and the very success that elevated them often became a source of deep isolation. As we delve into the lives of these forgotten stars, we uncover the poignant tales that remind us that even the brightest lights can flicker and fade, leaving behind a legacy marked by both triumph and tragedy. Known as Mama Cass, Cass Elliot was a remarkable figure in the music world, particularly as a member of the Mamas and the Papas. Her powerful voice played a crucial role in the group's success, helping to create some of the most memorable songs of the 1960s. Despite her talent and the love she received from fans, Cass faced ongoing struggles with her weight and the public's perception of her. The nickname Mama Cass was meant to be affectionate, but she often felt it reinforced negative stereotypes about her appearance. This association troubled her deeply, as she wanted to be recognized for her artistry rather than her size. In 1967, after the disbandment of the Mamas and the Papas, Cass embarked on a solo career that showcased her incredible vocal abilities. She released several albums, including the well-received Dream a Little Dream of Me, which highlighted her unique style and emotional depth. Despite her success, the challenges she faced regarding her image and self-acceptance continued to haunt her. Cass Elliot's life was marked by both triumph and tragedy, reflecting the complexities of fame and the personal battles that often accompany it. During his later years, Zakk Wylde faced significant health challenges. His wife, Claire Harding, whom he married in 2005, became his primary caregiver as he battled illness. Together, they embarked on a project to write his autobiography, which aimed to capture the highs and lows of his remarkable life. Wylde, known for his early fame as a child actor in the 1960s, had a career that included memorable roles in productions like Oliver and The Artful Dodger. However, his life was also marked by struggles with addiction, which took a toll on his personal and professional life. Tragically, Wylde passed away in 2006 at the age of 53, before he could complete the book. After his death, Harding took on the challenging task of finishing the autobiography herself. She utilized Wylde's personal archives and audio recordings to fill in the gaps of his story. The completed work, titled It's a Dodger's Life, was published posthumously in 2016. Wylde's journey serves as a poignant reminder of the fleeting nature of fame and the profound impact of addiction. During the 1960s, Hayley Mills emerged as a beloved Disney star, captivating audiences with her performances in films like The Parent Trap and Pollyanna. She became a household name at a young age, showcasing her talent and charm. However, the journey from child star to adult actress was fraught with challenges. As she navigated her teenage years, Mills struggled with bulimia, a serious eating disorder that went undiagnosed for a long time. This battle with her health added to the pressures of growing up in the spotlight. In addition to her personal struggles, Mills faced significant financial difficulties. She discovered that a staggering 91% tax imposed by the British government on her trust fund had taken most of her earnings. This shocking revelation left her with a loss amounting to millions of pounds, just as she was stepping into adulthood. The combination of her health issues and financial hardships painted a picture of a young woman grappling with the harsh realities of fame and fortune. Despite her early success, these challenges marked a difficult chapter in her life, highlighting the often overlooked struggles of young stars in the entertainment industry. The Everly Brothers story is filled with both triumph and tragedy. Their split in 1973 was a dramatic moment in music history. During their final performance together, Phil Everly smashed his guitar on stage, a powerful symbol of their fractured relationship. This public fallout was deeply felt, with Don Everly later telling a reporter, "The Everly Brothers died 10 years ago." Despite the pain of their separation, the brothers found a way to reconcile in the 1980s. Their reunion led to a successful comeback, reminding fans of their incredible harmonies and songwriting talent. The influence of the Everly Brothers on music is undeniable, as they paved the way for many artists who followed. Their contributions were recognized when they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1986, a testament to their lasting impact. Phil Everly passed away in 2014, and Don followed in 2021, marking the end of an era for one of rock music's most influential duos. Despite facing numerous challenges throughout her career, Hayley Mills has shown remarkable resilience. She began her journey in Hollywood as a bright young star, captivating audiences with her charm and talent. However, as the years went by, the pressures of fame took their toll. Mills eventually decided to step away from the glitz of Hollywood, shifting her focus to theater work in the UK, where she found a new sense of purpose and fulfillment. In 2008, Mills faced a significant personal battle when she was diagnosed with breast cancer. The diagnosis was a shock, and she had to make difficult choices regarding her treatment. After experiencing severe side effects from chemotherapy, she opted for alternative treatments instead. This decision proved to be a turning point in her life, as she was declared cancer-free in 2012. Today, Mills remains active in the entertainment industry, taking on various roles in film, television, and stage productions. Her journey through personal and professional adversity has solidified her status as a lasting icon in popular culture. Wilde's casting in Oliver in 1964 marked the beginning of his meteoric rise. Initially cast in the smaller role of Charlie, it was his later portrayal of the Artful Dodger in the 1968 film adaptation that cemented his place in cinematic history. His performance was lauded by audiences and critics alike, and the film itself went on to win multiple Academy Awards, including Best Picture. The role also allowed Wilde to showcase his singing talent, and his musical abilities became one of the defining aspects of his career. Wilde performed all of his own singing in the film, contributing to its success in the musical category. The recognition he received was overwhelming, and Wilde was heralded as one of the brightest young stars of his generation. His charm and talent captivated viewers, making him a household name. However, the pressures of fame and the challenges of maintaining success in Hollywood would later overshadow his early achievements, leading to a complex and often tragic journey in the entertainment industry. By the time he reached his 20s, Jack Wilde found himself in a difficult position in the entertainment industry. His early fame as a child actor had brought him significant recognition, but as he grew older, the roles he was offered began to dwindle. Wilde became increasingly frustrated with being typecast in younger roles. Even as he was approaching adulthood, he often expressed his disappointment at still being cast as teenagers well into his 20s, which limited his opportunities to take on more mature and serious characters. This typecasting was a significant barrier for him, as he longed for roles that would showcase his talent and allow him to evolve as an actor. One of the last glimmers of hope for a career resurgence came with a promising project, a British version of Bonnie and Clyde. This film would have paired him with the talented Suzi Quatro, and Wilde saw it as a chance to break free from the constraints of his earlier roles. Unfortunately, this project never materialized, leaving him with a sense of loss and disappointment. The weight of missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential hung heavily on Wilde, marking a tragic chapter in the life of a once promising star. As Wilde's career took off, so did his personal life. In 1976, he married Welsh actress Gaynor Jones, whom he had first met in drama school. Their relationship seemed like a fairy tale at first, filled with love and shared dreams. However, the pressures of fame and the challenges of life began to take a toll on their marriage. Wilde's battle with alcohol started to emerge, casting a shadow over their once bright future together. By 1985, the couple divorced, marking the end of a significant chapter in both their lives. Wilde's drinking had spiraled out of control by this point, and his personal demons began to overshadow his career. Alcoholism became a constant struggle for him, affecting every aspect of his life, from his work to his relationships. Despite their separation, Wilde continued to cherish the memories of his time with Jones, recognizing that his addiction had ultimately destroyed their relationship. The toll of his choices weighed heavily on him, leaving a lasting impact on his life and career. Jimi Hendrix is widely regarded as one of the greatest guitarists in the history of rock music. His innovative playing style and groundbreaking use of guitar effects redefined the possibilities of the instrument. Rising to fame in the late 1960s with songs like Purple Haze and his iconic rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner at Woodstock, Hendrix's influence on music was profound. Despite his immense talent, he struggled with drug and alcohol addiction. His lifestyle became increasingly erratic, leading to a turbulent personal life that often overshadowed his musical genius. On September 18, 1970, Hendrix died in London after choking on his own vomit following a barbiturate overdose. He was just 27 years old, joining Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, and others in the tragic 27 Club. Hendrix's death cut short a career that had already revolutionized rock music, and his influence continues to inspire musicians to this day. Judy Garland was one of the most iconic stars of the 20th century, known for her role as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, and a long career in film and music. Born Frances Ethel Gumm, she began performing at a very young age under her mother's guidance. However, Garland's life was far from the fairy tale often portrayed on screen. She suffered from mental health issues and a crippling addiction to prescription drugs, which started when studio executives at MGM gave her stimulants to control her weight and keep her energy levels high. These substances, along with pressure to maintain a perfect image, took a heavy toll on her physical and mental health. Garland's 5 marriages were marred by instability, and her financial troubles plagued her until her death in 1969 from a barbiturate overdose. Her legacy remains one of extraordinary talent and deeply tragic personal battles. Karen Carpenter's battle with anorexia became more public in the early 1980s as her health deteriorated further. Despite seeking treatment, she was unable to fully recover, and her weakened body eventually gave out. In 1983, at the age of 32, Karen Carpenter died of heart failure caused by complications related to anorexia. Her death brought widespread attention to eating disorders, a topic that had not been widely discussed at the time. The pressures of fame and the music industry likely contributed to her struggles, as she faced constant scrutiny over her appearance. Karen was not just a talented singer and drummer. She was also a beloved figure who touched many lives with her music. In her honor, the Carpenter family established the Karen Carpenter Memorial Foundation, which focuses on research and support for individuals suffering from eating disorders. This foundation aims to raise awareness and provide resources for those affected by similar issues. Karen's legacy as both a musician and an advocate for eating disorder awareness lives on, inspiring many to seek help and understand the complexities of these conditions. One of the most memorable aspects of Jack Wilde's life was his deep friendship with Mark Lester, his co-star in the beloved film Oliver. Their connection was not just limited to their performances, it extended into a lifelong bond that provided support and comfort through various challenges. In the film, Lester took on the role of Oliver Twist, while Wilde captivated audiences as the Artful Dodger, a character known for his charm and cleverness. The chemistry they shared on screen was a reflection of their genuine friendship off-screen. Lester often spoke fondly of Wilde, describing him as a brother figure, someone who was always there during both good times and bad. This friendship became especially important as Wilde faced struggles later in life, including battles with addiction and health issues. Despite the difficulties, the bond they formed during their youth remained a source of strength for Wilde. Their enduring friendship is a testament to the power of connection in the face of life's challenges. Known for his deep poetic lyrics and unpredictable stage presence, Jim Morrison was the enigmatic lead singer of The Doors and a cultural icon of the 1960s. His music, including hits like Light My Fire and Riders on the Storm, played a significant role in defining the psychedelic rock movement of that era. Morrison's artistic vision and charisma captivated audiences, but his lifestyle was equally notorious for its excesses. He struggled with alcohol and drugs, which often led to trouble with the law due to his wild behavior. His personal relationships were marked by volatility and strain, reflecting the chaos of his life. In 1971, at the young age of 27, Morrison was found dead in his Paris apartment. The official cause of death was heart failure, but no autopsy was performed, leaving many questions unanswered. Like many of his contemporaries, his untimely death solidified his image as a tragic figure, leaving behind a legacy of musical innovation intertwined with a life consumed by self-destructive behavior. Despite her success as a solo artist, Cass Elliot faced ongoing struggles with her self-image, particularly concerning her weight. Throughout her career, she battled insecurities that led her to pursue extreme diets in an attempt to slim down. These drastic measures resulted in significant weight loss over a short period, but they also took a toll on her health. The pressure to maintain a certain appearance in the entertainment industry weighed heavily on her, contributing to her declining well-being. Tragically, in 1974, Cass Elliot passed away at the young age of 32 from a heart attack. This health crisis was likely worsened by her crash dieting practices. Following her untimely death, a false narrative emerged, suggesting that she had choked on a ham sandwich. This rumor persisted for years, overshadowing the truth that the coroner's report confirmed heart failure as the actual cause of her death. The misconceptions surrounding her passing only added to the tragic story of a talented artist who struggled with personal demons while achieving great success. After years of struggle with addiction, Wilde finally achieved sobriety in 1989. This turning point came after he attended a drying out clinic run by musician Pete Townshend. With the support of groups like Alcoholics Victorious, he managed to maintain his sobriety for the rest of his life. However, the toll of heavy drinking had already taken a severe toll on his health. In 2000, he faced a devastating diagnosis of oral cancer, a condition directly linked to his years of excessive alcohol consumption. Despite his determination, the battle against cancer was grueling. He underwent chemotherapy and radiotherapy, but the cancer returned with a vengeance. This led to a series of surgeries that drastically changed his life. He found himself unable to speak, eat, or drink, which isolated him from the world he once knew. Even in his final years, marked by pain and solitude, he remained resolute in his desire to share his story, hoping to inspire others facing similar struggles. In 1991, Michael Landon faced a devastating diagnosis of pancreatic cancer. This news shocked his fans and the entertainment community, as Landon had been a beloved figure on television for decades. Known for his roles in shows like Bonanza and Little House on the Prairie, he had become a symbol of wholesome, family-friendly programming. Rather than retreating from the public eye, Landon chose to fight his illness openly. He used his platform to raise awareness about pancreatic cancer, sharing his journey with the world. Despite undergoing various treatments, the cancer was found to be inoperable. His health declined rapidly, and he passed away later that same year. Landon's death marked a significant loss in the television landscape, as he had touched the hearts of many with his performances and the values he portrayed. His legacy lives on through his children, who have continued in the entertainment industry, carrying forward the spirit of their father's work, and the impact he made on audiences everywhere. Portraying the villain Bill Sikes in the film Oliver, Oliver Reed was a towering figure both in stature and presence. His performance left a lasting impression on the child actors he worked with, including the young Wilde. Reed's portrayal was so intense that it genuinely frightened the children on set. To enhance this fear, he deliberately kept his distance from them, creating an atmosphere of tension that was crucial for his character. This method of acting was not just a choice. It stemmed from Reed's own life experiences. He bore scars from a violent bar fight, which added to his menacing look. The story behind these scars was dramatic, as Reed had been attacked and required 36 stitches on his face. Despite the pain and the fearsome reputation he cultivated, Reed's career continued to thrive. However, the chilling aura he created on the set of Oliver remained a significant part of his legacy, influencing how he was perceived by both his peers and the younger actors around him. The Carpenters' music, characterized by Karen's soft and soothing voice, resonated with audiences worldwide. Their hits, including They Long to Be Close to You and We've Only Just Begun, topped the charts, and the duo won multiple Grammy Awards. However, behind the scenes, Karen was struggling with personal insecurities, particularly about her weight. In the mid-1970s, she began dieting obsessively, which eventually led to a severe eating disorder. Despite her increasingly frail appearance, Karen continued performing, and her fans were unaware of the full extent of her illness. Her condition worsened to the point where she had to be hospitalized multiple times. The pressures of fame and the music industry took a toll on her mental health, and she felt trapped in a cycle of public adoration and private despair. Karen's story is a poignant reminder of the hidden struggles that can accompany success, leaving a lasting impact on those who loved her music and her spirit. Following the success of Oliver, Jack Wilde took advantage of his newfound fame by exploring his musical talents. In the early 1970s, he released several albums, including the Jack Wilde Album and A Beautiful World. These albums featured covers of popular British songs, as well as some original material, allowing Wilde to expand his career beyond acting. Despite this success in music, he remained best known for his role as the Artful Dodger. His albums did not achieve the same level of fame as his film work, but they demonstrated his versatility as a performer. Wilde was one of the rare child actors who could cross over into multiple entertainment domains, yet his career was a constant balancing act between acting and music. The pressures of fame and the challenges of maintaining a career in the spotlight often weighed heavily on him. As he navigated the complexities of the entertainment industry, Wilde's journey reflected both the triumphs and struggles faced by many young stars of his time. As a founding member of the Rolling Stones, Brian Jones played a crucial role in shaping the sound of one of the most iconic bands in rock history. His talent as an instrumentalist was remarkable, as he introduced a variety of instruments into the band's music, helping to create their unique early sound. However, behind the scenes, Jones faced significant personal struggles. His battle with drug addiction and heavy drinking took a toll on his life and career. These issues led to his growing alienation from the band, as his erratic behavior made it difficult for him to fulfill his responsibilities. Tensions within the group escalated, and in 1969, he was officially dismissed from the Rolling Stones. Tragically, less than a month after his departure, Jones was found dead in his swimming pool at the young age of 27. The circumstances surrounding his death remain shrouded in mystery and speculation. His untimely passing marked the end of a troubled, yet profoundly influential career in rock music, leaving a lasting impact on the genre and a legacy that continues to resonate with fans today. Known for her raw, powerful vocals and electric stage presence, Janis Joplin was one of the leading female figures in rock music during the 1960s. She rose to fame with hits like Piece of My Heart and Me and Bobby McGee, showcasing a unique voice that resonated with the rebellious spirit of the era. Joplin's performances were filled with emotion, and she connected deeply with her audience, often pouring her heart into every song. However, her personal life was marked by struggles with loneliness and insecurities about her appearance. Despite her fame, she often felt isolated and battled feelings of inadequacy. This turmoil led her to seek solace in drugs and alcohol, which became a significant part of her life. As her career progressed, her addiction to heroin intensified, overshadowing her musical achievements. Tragically, on October 4, 1970, she was found dead in her hotel room from a heroin overdose. Joplin's untimely death at the age of 27 placed her among the infamous 27 Club, a group of musicians who died at that age. Her legacy endures as a symbol of both artistic brilliance and personal tragedy, reminding us of the complexities behind the glamorous facade of rock stardom. Born in New Haven, Connecticut, in 1950, Karen Carpenter was a gifted musician from a young age. Her brother Richard was already recognized as a child prodigy on the piano, and together, the siblings formed the musical duo known as the Carpenters. Karen initially joined her high school band and played the drums, an unusual choice for a female musician at the time. Her passion for drumming was so strong that she convinced her parents to buy her a Ludwig drum set, which was a significant investment. Karen's talents as both a drummer and a singer quickly became apparent, and the Carpenters went on to achieve massive success in the 1970s. They produced numerous hits that resonated with audiences, showcasing Karen's unique voice and musical ability. However, behind the scenes, Karen struggled with personal issues, including her battle with anorexia, which was not well understood at the time. This struggle ultimately led to her tragic and untimely death in 1983, leaving a lasting impact on the music world, and a legacy that is still remembered today. Growing up in a working-class family, Zakk Wylde's early life was far from the glamorous world of Hollywood. He began working at a young age, helping the local milkman when he was just 8 years old. The small earnings he made were not enough to support dreams of stardom. Instead, Wylde aspired to be a footballer or a doctor, careers that seemed more attainable and practical. His life took a surprising turn when he had a chance encounter with Phil Collins' mother, who was a theater agent. While watching Wylde play football in the park, she recognized his potential and encouraged him to pursue acting. This pivotal moment led him to drama school, setting him on a path that would change his life forever. Soon after, he landed a breakthrough role in the film Oliver, which catapulted him to fame. Wylde's journey from humble beginnings to stardom is a testament to how unexpected opportunities can alter the course of one's life. As his acting career floundered, Zakk Wylde turned back to music, hoping to revive his fortunes. However, his struggles with alcoholism worsened, leading him down a dark path. His drinking became so severe that he was hospitalized multiple times for alcohol poisoning. By the mid-1980s, Wylde was consuming alarming amounts of alcohol, drinking several bottles of vodka and wine daily. This addiction not only ruined his career, but also strained his personal relationships. He found himself in a position where he could no longer afford to live independently, and was forced to move in with his father. His first marriage had already collapsed under the weight of his addiction, and his drinking led to further health complications, including diabetes. Wilde's life had spiraled into a cycle of addiction and health issues, leaving him in a desperate situation. Despite these challenges, he eventually sought help, showing a glimmer of hope amid the struggles he faced. Throughout the 1960s, the Everly brothers, Don and Phil, faced immense challenges that deeply affected their lives and careers. As they rose to fame, they became heavily addicted to amphetamines, a drug that was unfortunately common among musicians during that era. The relentless pressures of constant touring and performing took a significant toll on their physical and mental health. In 1962, during a tour in the UK, Don Everly collapsed on stage, a shocking moment that revealed the severity of his struggles. This collapse was the result of a drug overdose, highlighting the dark side of their fame. Following this incident, Don admitted to grappling with suicidal thoughts, which led him to undergo shock therapy in an attempt to combat his addiction. The brothers' relationship, once harmonious, began to fray under the weight of their personal battles. By the early 1970s, the strain became too much, and they made the difficult decision to break up their act, marking a poignant chapter in the history of music and the lives of two talented brothers. In the 1960s, Sharon Tate emerged as a captivating figure in Hollywood, celebrated for her striking beauty and talent. She gained recognition for her roles in films such as Valley of the Dolls, where her performance showcased her potential as a leading actress. Married to the acclaimed director Roman Polanski, Tate seemed to be on the brink of a remarkable career. However, her life took a tragic turn in 1969 when she became one of the victims of the Manson family murders. At the time of her death, she was 8 months pregnant, adding a heartbreaking layer to the already horrific crime. The brutal killings at her home in Los Angeles shocked the nation and sent ripples of fear through the Hollywood community. The loss of Tate not only marked the end of a promising career, but also highlighted the vulnerability of those in the public eye. Her legacy endures, serving as a poignant reminder of the innocent lives taken by the Manson cult and the potential that was tragically cut short. Michael Landon, beloved for his roles on Bonanza and Little House on the Prairie, had a childhood marked by trauma. His mother, Peggy, suffered from severe mental health issues and frequently attempted suicide, which Landon often witnessed. These experiences left a lasting impact on him, leading to bedwetting well into his teenage years. Landon's early life was filled with emotional and physical challenges, but he eventually channeled his struggles into his acting career. He became one of television's most beloved stars, known for playing strong, fatherly figures. However, Landon's personal life was more complex, marked by multiple marriages and an affair that caused tension within his family. Despite his on-screen success, the shadows of his past haunted him, influencing his relationships and choices. His ability to portray warmth and strength on screen contrasted sharply with the pain he experienced in his private life. This duality made him a fascinating figure in the world of television, as audiences connected with both his characters and the man behind them. Many stars of the 1960s, once adored by fans, faced struggles that often went unseen. The pressures of fame took a toll on their mental health and personal lives. For instance, some battled addiction, which led to a downward spiral that overshadowed their careers. Relationships that seemed perfect crumbled under the weight of public scrutiny and personal demons. The very success that brought them joy also isolated them, making it hard to find genuine connections. As their careers waned, some stars found it difficult to cope with the loss of their identities. The tragic stories of these forgotten icons serve as a reminder that behind the glamorous facade, many faced deep pain and sorrow. Their legacies, marked by both incredible talent and heartbreaking struggles, continue to resonate today. These tales encourage us to look beyond the surface and understand the human experiences that shaped their lives. The contrast between their public personas and private battles highlights the complexities of fame and the fragility of life in the spotlight.